And out the top at 10, a woman says that she was not allowed to board a Spirit Airlines flight in Miami because of what she was wearing. Tonight, she is talking only to CBS News Miami. Good evening, I'm Jim Barry. Back in January, the airline announced it was cracking down on passengers who it considers inappropriately dressed.
Now, y'all tell me, how do y'all dress when y'all get on a plane? Me personally, I like to cover up just because it's a few reasons. One, usually a lot of times planes, it gets cold, right? It gets cold, the AC be on, and also the germs on the seats. If you know anything, you watch it's a few videos out there. Flight attendants would tell you that it's best to wear long sleeves on planes because they don't really clean the seats that well. And then 3, I like to be, nice and warm and snuggly and cuddly up on a plane. You feel me? I like to feel comfortable on the plane. If I was in like some small shorts and like a tank top, I wouldn't really feel too comfortable on the plane. I'm not lying, but yeah, unless it was hot. But at the end of the day, if you wear a long sleeve shirt or a jacket and an undershirt, you can always take that off. If you don't bring enough clothes, then you're gonna be kind of fucked.
Miami's Anna McAllister joins us live tonight from Miami International Airport. So Anna, how did this lady describe exactly what she went through today?
Well, Jim, this passenger, she reached out to us and she said that not only was she not allowed to board her Spirit flight, but she says her sister was arrested.
Your boarding pass, please.
As Tanasia Grayer approached the Spirit ticket counter, tensions quickly grew. She was just told she wouldn't be allowed on her flight back to Chicago.
I'm right here. You need to get out my face. You don't have to address me like that. You can say whatever you need to say from right there. You don't have to get in my face.
You don't get to tell me what to do.
And you don't get to tell me what to do.
Yes, I do.
Grayer says it all started over this outfit she wore to the airport. She says she wore similar shorts while traveling on a plane to Miami on Sunday.
And these is just regular shorts. This is how I walk through the airport. This is how I walk through the airport. With these shorts on. With my robe. This is exactly how I had my clothes.
She says her luggage made it onto the flight, but she didn't.
I had my robe on. We were getting ready to board the plane, and the lady at the front desk, she stopped me and said, "You're not getting on a plane like that." So I looked at her and I said, "Like what?" She said, "With those shorts." I said, "Everybody here has on shorts. What's the problem with my shorts?" And I've been in this airport for 40 minutes with my shorts and my robe on, and nobody addressed me about my attire. I'm confused. This is crazy.
That voice in the background is Grayer's sister, Jessica Kordelewski. So first, Tanasia says she can't get on her Spirit flight because of her outfit, and then, to make matters worse, she says her sister is arrested for disorderly conduct.
They treated me like a real criminal.
Back in the 1950s and 60s, air travel was a more luxurious and glamorous experience. Passengers dressed in their finest attire. But today, most people in the airport sport more comfortable clothing. We showed other flyers Grayer's outfit and told them she wasn't allowed on her Spirit flight.
Honestly, I don't think that's fair. I feel like every girl, no matter what they're wearing, should be able to express themselves.
Honestly, it's not even bad. The fact that she got kicked off the flight for that is pretty crazy.
As for the sisters, they say they caught...
I don't know, man. Me personally, I feel like the shorts are a little small. Like, they're very small. Basically, what they used to call back in the day coochie cutters. Like, they very, very small shorts. So it just depends on what's the policy though of the airline at the end of the day. And Spirit they get a lot of flack. Spirit gets a lot of flack. People got a lot to say about Spirit, but at the end of the day, they've had no crashes. Every time people ask me about Spirit, I've flown it a few times, it's always the people. It's the people on it, and it's the people, like the customer service people, the flight attendants, the pilots, wonderful, but it's usually comes down to the customer service people and the people that actually get on the plane. You'll get on a Spirit plane feeling good, feeling nice, and next thing you know, the person right across from you comes and sit down and they got an attitude because of how much they had to pay for their bag. Like, it didn't say in the app when you were signing up that you was gonna have to pay if you brought an extra bag. Like, it was probably gonna be like $70 or $100 or whatever it was. It's always somebody going off about something on Spirit though.
Another flight back to Chicago Thursday night.
I'm going home. Getting on a flight and going home.
Did you get
done with Miami? We ain't never coming here back to Miami.
And we reached out to Spirit for comment on the situation, and they provided us with this statement saying, in part, our records show a guest was not in compliance with our contract of carriage and refused to comply when provided the opportunity to do so. The guest and their travel companion were eventually denied boarding after displaying disruptive behavior. Now, Grayer says that they got a flight home from another airline, and she says she did wear a different outfit because she didn't want to have any more trouble. But for now, reporting live from MIA, Anna McAllister, CBS News, Miami.
Yeah, man. So not letting her board the flight, a little bit excessive, but like I said, if it's their policy, it's their policy. I mean, look how small these shorts are. I do think it has something to do with, at the end of the day, you know, we black, man. We black. We gotta do a little bit better sometimes. And then you're not the most shapely woman. That probably has something to do with it too. We gotta keep it 100. I just think, like I said, me personally, I'm on a plane fully clothed, usually long sleeves, long pants, just because of the weather and the germs on the plane. I'd rather not have my bare skin exposed like that on the plane, but that's how she wanted to get on. At the end of the day, though, it was easy. Like if you had a carry-on or something, to open up your bag, put some pants on. Let's not make it bigger than it is. Let's not end up on a no-fly list. It's never that serious, man. It's never that serious. When I'm at the airport, I'm trying to get in and I'm trying to get out. I'm not trying to talk to nobody too long. Not trying to deal with no people. It's been times where I feel like, I may have been profiled in the airplane. One time I got off the plane quick. I'm coming back solo from El Salvador by myself, and I was the first one off the plane. So of course they see me kind of rushing to get to customs, because I'm trying to get in the front of the line in customs. And of course the agent, as soon as I get through after I leave the custom agent, I don't know if he's DEA or what, he pulls up on me, say, come back through this way, gotta do the extra checks in my bag through the machine, ask me a couple questions and send me on my way. Once he realized that I'm not doing anything dangerous, that's just is what it is. It's just how it goes sometimes. Just be compliant in these type of situations and you'll be fine. A lot of times some people will be on power trips and maybe they just don't like you because how you move, but at the end of the day, it's not worth missing your flight over. I'll say that. We'll see how this story goes, but like I said, if it's like they said against their policy, it's against their policy. That just is what it is. The shorts are very small though. You know, I don't really see women get on planes with stuff like this too long. Usually, if you can see, my mouse is at least going right here. But the thing is, it looked like she got her little sister shorts on. That's the biggest problem, right? Like she got her little sister shorts on. I don't know if she said she had the robe on or not, but I don't know, man. Just dress a little bit more professional on the planes. We already have what's her name, Monique, telling y'all about the bonnets and all that stuff. Just dress a little bit more professionally. You know how they said it used to be a luxury experience. Let's find that picture and video. It was somewhere in here. Let me see. Yeah, you know, you ain't got to do this. You ain't got to dress all the way up, but have some class and have some self-respect. You know, love yourself enough to make yourself look more so presentable. I know at the end of the day, it's superficial caring about what other people think about you, but let me tell you, it's going to get you a lot farther in this world if you understand that you can manipulate this world just by looking a different type of way. Yeah, we all want to dress how we want to dress. We want to be, that might be her version of comfortable, right? But at the end of the day, you can manipulate the world and bring opportunities towards yourself if you know that. Like, that's why they say, dress to impress or dress for the occasion or whatever, right? It brings certain things to you. When you do it the opposite way and you don't care, which, you know, we really don't care, but at the end of the day, we just trying to manipulate the reality because we know most people care and judge people off how they look and dress. But that's just my advice. Take it, don't take it. Get on the plane. I don't care how you get on the plane. I'm gonna get on the plane how I want to get on the plane, and I'm gonna get to my destination. If how you get on the plane doesn't get to your destination, that's your problem at the end of the day.